minutes running should be create each landing pages according to definitions, the data definitions, and then we can add the classes for identify each landing pages. And lastly, we will create landing page liquid that will be in charge of the how to handle each landing pages according to the case that we build dynamically. That is that process that we are running. And also here, there is an extra class that is not in building time, just to separate, just in case that you want to delete and create every page container for landing pages and other pages that you want to add. For example, if the CX or something requires some landing page placeholders, you can add here definitions or more entries here, and then you can run Shopify create pages, and should be create new pages with the placeholder in order to provide the matching between the landing pages and the Shopify page.
Juan, sorry, I have a question regarding this task.
Yeah.
What happened? I know that we have different names for each landing page, like landing dash page dash 1 through from 1 through to 30. What happened? I also saw on the production team that the marketing team can modify the SEO of the current landing pages we have in production. What happened with those pages if I run this task? They are going to be overridden, or they are going to maintain the same name, the same SEO they had before?
Good question. If they are modifying, for example, these landing pages with the same name and also adding an extra or modifying the SEO or handler or whatever, will be override, right?
Because it deletes it and then creates a new one. A new blank one. So what happened when I ran it last week or a couple of weeks ago, what I did is basically commented all the previous one. I have left only the new ones and run the task in order not to remove the old one, but instead of creating the new ones.
Basically, Ernesto remove these ones.
Yeah, that's it. And then run the task.
Then they go to the Gulp file and run the task create page.
Yep, that's it.
So basically, we need to make sure we are removing the landing pages already created on the live team in order to avoid any overriding of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Another thing that you can do is you can create. It's not necessary to run this process for landing pages. Create Shopify page. You can create manually, and then you can match with some landing page placeholder, adding the prefix. Let me check the prefix that we are using. This one.
Yeah, and you have to select the type landing pages.
Right.
Those two things are mandatory.
Right.
So maybe the safer way to create new landing pages on the live team would be to create it manually, right?
Right. To manually in order to ensure that you are creating, you are aware that what you are creating.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, I explained the process that currently we have. Here we have the example, the component that we did with Ernesto a few months ago. And take a look.
Of course, the internet is always awesome. There you go. There you go.
There you go. Oh, sorry. I will try to reload because.
It's loading, it's loading.
It's loading.
Come on, come on. Oh. Finally, we have the landing page rendering. Here,
Nice hero.
yeah, that's hero. Yeah, here you're able to. One of the goal of this section is able to customize, move some components, remove one of them, whatever you want. You can see here, for example.
And you can also see it online, the changes. So you can actually change it, and then it will.
Yeah, in that case, it's not working because your internet is.
Yeah.
It's working. You have a little bit delay, but it's reflected the changes. Yeah, there are a bunch of components here that we are able to get the data that user enter. Okay, I think that is pretty much it. Also, I will show you.
We don't have a component for recommendation. That's something that we maybe in the future we need to create.
Yeah, probably that would be the best candidate to create sections. Yeah, probably. I don't know why we didn't.
Because we didn't have Marcy's recommendation at that point when we created.
Yeah, we have a complete look right now. And also for new PP, we have a couple of carousels and thumbnails that we have to reuse. Probably that would be a good thing to do.
Don, do you know that if there is any future plan to add a section with Marcy's recommendation on landing pages, or because that will be reused on my shop if we move it to this approach?
I don't think so.
Okay, awesome.
Albertina will do it, so never mind.
Wait. What did you say?
Albertina will implement it, so that's a cool feature. She will love to do it.
Bring it on.
Okay, here we have, for example, inside the setting schema, we have the definition of our landing pages that we are handling. For example, take a look.
Underscore.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the beginning of the definition for landing pages here. For example, landing page 2, landing page B.
If you can see, all these are not on the version code of setting schema.
Right.
If you notice, setting schema on Shopify has more than 5,000 lines of code, and if you go to the GitHub, it has, I don't know, less than 1,000, because every landing page will create a new section there, and that's the way it's created.
Yeah, for example,
It's
this
It
one
extends the schema, with that
Right.
that we saw in the
This is
very beginning, so it gets added here
Yeah.
automatically.
yeah, if, for
At the
example,
same time, the section itself is like a page, right? So, like a snippet.
Yeah, at the very end, it's a snippet. Every component is a snippet that is added dynamically.
Okay.
See, can you see here is there is definition for landing nursing brand. We have a bunch of components and type of components and so on. That is the order that we are adding to the customization. Also, for example, some cases, sometimes the customer experience working in a specific team, building the landing pages, probably they will request to you to move them to the production or another team. Just you have to take the setting schema and you have to move and copy and move to here. That should be the migration. And that's it. Well, I think that we cover almost all the points that we plan to do for today. And
Cool.
like said that every customization through landing through a team should be placed in setting schema. If you want to apply those changes to another team, you have to move the code to your reshos to set it to another setting schema, and that's it.
The deploy process pulls the information from one thing to another, right?
Yeah, the thing is, for example, if we are overriding the setting schema when we are creating, and then you have to move. For example, if you are working on another team, and you have to move them to, for example, production if you want to migrate. Otherwise, you can publish your team, and that's it.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.